Hi, I'm Friska Ezago, and this is Anedo TV. Today we'll be having an exclusive interview with the #1 YouTuber in Africa. Yes, I said it, #1. So please do us the honor of subscribing to our YouTube channel and liking this video. So yes, revealing the man that has acclaimed the title of #1 YouTuber in Africa. Sir, please, do you mind honoring us with your presence and telling us your name and who you are?
My name is Wode Maya, and I am not the #1.
You're not the #1. Who is #1?
I think
it has to be you.
No, I am very not #1, but when it comes to travel content, yeah, I try. But #1, a big shout out to Angel, man.
Angel is #1.
Like in terms of African creators, YouTubers, I mean, we all give.
So subscribers, Angel is beating you in subscribers.
Yeah, for me, when it comes to travel content,
you are beating.
I'm the guy, you know, but but YouTube numbers, we'll go for Angel.
So Angel has reached 2 million.
Angel is over 6.5. I don't know. The last time I checked, it's around 4-point-something million. Angel is like, you know, when it comes to YouTube.
But you are more of the travel guy.
Yeah, the travel guy.
Okay,
yeah.
This is Wode Maya.
Yeah.
Beckford, or
the name Bethold?
Bethold
Akon.
Wow. Pronounce that. I was having issue pronouncing that.
Bethold.
No, not Akon. Akon.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Akon.
Yeah.
I like that way it sounded. Akon.
Akon. Yeah.
Okay. So what inspired you to become a YouTuber? And I read somewhere where your dad did not support you becoming a YouTuber. He's more of, you should continue with your aeronautical engineer, and your mother is the one that supports you. And Wode Maya means
my mom.
My mom. Oh wow. Thank you. I will call my mom that.
So basically, inspiration came from me living in China, and I just felt like I was just studying to become an engineer. So I felt like, why do I have to study all the time? You know, I have 24/7 internet. Why don't I take advantage of the 24/7 internet that I have? So during my research, that's when YouTube came into the scene. So it was more like a hobby. Just wake up in the morning, make some fun jokes. I actually started more like a comedy kind of videos, but my friends were like, "You're not funny," you know. And since my friends started telling me that I was not funny, I still took the advice, and then I branched into something else. But I still got a bit of comedy in me. So if you watch my videos, you see that I'm just add a bit of comedy and also telling stories. But it's more like trying to do something beyond just schooling. And then YouTube came in, and then yeah, here we are today.
So you are being funny, and then how did the travel and bringing out the African culture come in?
So I think I've changed my content a lot. Like I started as a comedian, doing comedy.
Okay.
It switched from trying to educate Chinese people about Africa. That was inspired by my dad. So like I said, like you said earlier, my dad was not happy with me that I went to school to become an engineer, and I was always making fun, making
He's
YouTube
an African
videos.
Parent.
Exactly. So my dad stopped talking to me for 2 weeks, and then my mom said, "Your dad is extremely mad because of you making videos. But you know what? Do you really want to do this?" And then I said, "Yeah, I really want to do it." So my mom convinced my dad. 2 weeks later, my dad picked up the phone and called me, and then we started talking. So my dad was like, "You know what? For me to support what you do, I'm not a big fan of the comedy, but the Chinese that you speak, you can use the Chinese that you speak to change the way Chinese people think about Africa." So that's why I switched my content from there, started educating Chinese people about Africa. And I saw a lot of Africans coming to China because of my videos. So if people are coming to China because of my videos, I'm not from China. Let me move back to Africa.
I saw a video where you made a video where you're sitting in a bus, and then nobody wants to sit around you. They were all standing because of your skin color.
Exactly.
How is that? Since you were telling them about the African culture, okay, aside from that video, did they embrace the culture?
I mean, no one will embrace your culture the way you will embrace your culture, right? So along the journey, I was experiencing racism in China as a black man, as an African. Sometimes a Chinese person will see you, look at your skin, and they'll be like, "Oh, your skin is so dark," and then start rubbing your skin and just look at the sun if it's gonna be black in his hand. You'll be eating chocolate, and people will be asking you, "Are you comfortable eating chocolate?" you
Like,
didn't bite
as
your
if you're eating
fingers,
it.
you know, because your color and the chocolate
It's
are
the
kind of the
same.
same. So when I started experiencing those things, I had to put them in a YouTube video. I remember the video that you're talking about. I actually filmed in a real time in terms of me being in the bar, sitting down like this, and nobody want to sit. There are two seats next to me. No one want to sit. Everybody is standing, and they are standing because to them, maybe they sit next to me, they're gonna have HIV because to them, Africans got HIV. So I just started filming that video, and then apparently almost every black person living in China go through that.
So I'm not as black as you, but I'm not going to get the same experience.
You're black.
I'm black.
You're to them you're black.
So I'm okay.
You're you're dark like every African living in China.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the most exciting project you've worked on, and can you share the memorable
I think
experience?
the most exciting is just traveling within Africa. Has been the best thing that has ever happened to me. You know, because I've been to 30 countries in Africa, eating different food in Africa. I mean, the first time I came to Inewi, when I had Ofako. Is it Ofako or Ofako?
Ofako.
And I didn't even know the name. I traveled and I was asking people, do you know this? Well, I went to Lagos and I was like, do you have this food that I ate in? I didn't know the name. And when I came back, I asked Innocent, like, hey, the food that you gave me the first time we met, I've been looking for it all over the place. I don't find it. And said, it's called Ofako. So, you know, like, that's what traveling does to you. You get to eat everything. You get to meet different people. And it's been amazing. I wouldn't trade that for anything.
So you've only been to Nnewi in Nigeria?
No, I've been to Kano, been to Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Enugu. Yeah, I've been around.
And
know.
you came back to Nnewi again?
Yeah.
Why?
I love this place. I actually have a chieftaincy title from here. Yeah.
Please, what's your chieftaincy title name?
I think the first time that I came, they gave me a title of one the number.
One the number.
Yeah.
Do you know the meaning of one the number?
A brother from another mother.
Yeah,
right?
explained.
Yeah.
Okay. How many countries have you been to in Africa?
30 countries.
30.
Yeah.
And what's it like getting visa, tickets, and just stuff for you and your crew?
It's a bit tough knowing that an African needs to apply for visa within Africa. It can be very challenging. Some visas are extremely expensive. The most expensive visa that I've paid is $250 to apply for.
Why do we have to apply for visa in Africa?
You should ask Tinubu, you know, because I think they need to. I don't understand why we have African leaders. They go for African meetings, African Union meetings, and still Africans need to pay for visa too. I mean, I recently saw a CNN journalist complaining about how much he has to pay $250 anytime he's coming to Nigeria. You know, we're going to visit another African country and you need to pay for it.
Wow.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, what's the challenge you faced in your work?
In my
Work, like working, traveling.
the visas are quite challenging, and also apart from the visas, you know, being in Africa itself is challenging. You know, sometimes you get arrested for filming.
Tell me about the arrest. I want to know. Tell me one story from the arrest.
I was arrested for filming.
You didn't get the permission to film there?
Yeah, they said I didn't get permission to film, so I ended up being arrested. I was deported from another African country. I was mobbed in an African country because they thought holding a camera I was a spy, and they wanted to, you know, beat us up. We are so lucky that closest we had a bank, so we had to run into the bank. And then they came into the bank and then they picked us up to the police station. At least I got safe in the bank, you know.
Okay. They arrested you because you didn't get permission. So going back again, did you get permission?
I don't see why I need
have to get
a permission to walk on the street. Just filming on the street, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make
because
sense.
it was a street. It's not like I am in somebody's property. To them, if you're a tourist, you need to be in a national park, not shooting buildings. But my project that I'm on, Africa, everybody, when they hear the name of Africa, they think we live with animals. So I am trying to show the cities, and the cities that I'm trying to film, that's why I get arrested.
But we actually live with animals.
Where?
Don't you have animals around?
You have a lion around you?
Oh,
Have you ever seen a lion before?
In the zoo.
You have to go to the zoo, but they think we live with them.
But we don't actually. So it's actually nice what you are portraying out there, like showing the real Africa. Like people don't need to see and this stuff. I saw a video you did. We went to Jamaica, and the Jamaican woman was like, in Africa, we are hungry in Africa.
Exactly.
Like, but everything there, so they are selling on the road, the car, the selling bread on the bus and everything. This is what we do.
Exactly.
And you tried your best to tell the woman that we're not hungry here, but she's still saying the same thing.
I think it's the narrative that is being pushed out there to the extent that everybody, when you tell people that you're from Africa, they picture the hungry kid on the street, and that's why we are here to try to show you another side. I mean, some of the lives that, if you come to India, I mean, the house that Innocent stays in is like a castle, and I believe that so many people that think Africans are starving cannot even afford a single room over there. So we have to balance the narrative that is out there, and that's what we're trying to do.
Okay, let me ask you this. If we are going to start all over again, what would you have done differently?
I don't want to start all over again, man. But if I have to start all over again, I think I would have used my school fees for farming.
Farming?
Yeah.
I really love that. There was this day we went out. There was this school we went to in this area. So we're talking to the SS3 students, the graduating students. They were writing their work. So the guy was like telling us that he wants to study agriculture university and he wants to be a farmer. So one of his classmates was laughing at him. Why would he do that? He wants to study agriculture. Like, how? So we are telling to the classmates, why are you laughing at him? This is what he wants to be. Like, he already started it. We asked him, have you planted anything? He said yes. And the other classmate wants to be an actor. And you're laughing at someone that wants to be a farmer. Like, this is something we Africans do. This is something he takes pride in. And everybody, this is your classmate, you are in this younger age and you're laughing at him.
I think that's what colonization did to so many Africans, for us to think that being a farmer means you're poor.
You're poor.
But, I mean, being a farmer, I mean, you eat every day.
Thank you.
You eat every day, and you have to feed people every day. And farming is actually one of the most lucrative business in the world, that I think so many billionaires that you know in the world, they all own a farm.
I used to tell my mom when I was small,
Yeah.
when I grow up, I'm going to have this very big palm plantation.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be very big. Till date, I'm still saying it, and she's still saying amen to it. And I hope to get that dream.
No, please make it happen so that we can get Ofako from
Okay,
you.
let me. Yes, please. It's not Ofako. It's
What's-
Ofaku.
Ofa what?
Aku.
Aku.
Yes,
It sounds like my surname.
Is it
Ofa-
Aku? Is it Aku?
Ofa-
There are so many things you can make with that, Sha. But okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You know you like food,
Yeah.
and then you like women.
Wow.
You say-
I love food over women.
No. What you said was, yeah, I love women over food.
Hey!
That's what you said. I heard it.
You changing the statement, man.
I heard it.
Okay, go for your question and let me see if I can answer that.
Women over food. Like, tell me, what's that?
I always prefer food over women,
Okay.
because women can get you into trouble, but food will always satisfy you. Even for you to spend time with a woman, you still need food, right? I mean, men that are watching, you know that you need energy to be able to fight. But it is what it is. I mean, I just feel like women, especially, don't get me wrong, but I'll choose food over women any day, man.
Okay. I will remember this.
Please do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that your videos has helped Africans appreciate their culture and heritage more?
Yeah.
That's helped. And what's the narrative that you're trying to change out there? Like, you've done more already, but what are you still planning to do?
For me, the narrative of showcasing Africa in a positive light, for people to embrace Africa, for Africans to believe in Africa. You see, when I was growing up, I thought I would never make it in Africa. That's one of the reasons why I went to China. I went to China out of frustration. But then when I went to China, I got to learn about who I am as an African. And that's why I came from China. When I came back, everybody thought somebody has jujued me. They thought something was wrong with my brain. I mean, who goes to China and comes back?
Yes.
You get what I mean? But then, I felt like I can make it here. And believe me or not, I came here with nothing. And I built whatever I have right from Africa. So I just want, especially young Africans, to understand that, hey, I mean, you can go out there, you can go to the UK, USA, but don't go there and stay there for the rest of your life.
Remember your home.
Just learn a skill, bring it back here. There are a lot of opportunities in Africa. Let me tell you something that we don't know. Do you believe that there are challenges in Africa?
Big challenges.
You understand, right?
Yeah.
And do you know that where there are challenges, that's where the money is? Do you know that?
Yes.
Europe is built. There's no African who's going to go to Europe and say that I'm going to build Europe for them. America is built. You cannot take a Nigerian to America and say I'm going to build America for you. But hey, Africa is not built. We're still a developing countries, right? So when you come in here, you see the opportunities, you see the challenges, you solve it, and that's how you become a millionaire in Africa. I mean, let's talk about Innocent because we are in Inewi.
Okay.
He saw the challenge of Africans not producing cars. He saw a challenge of Africans not being able to put motorcycles together. He saw the challenges of Africans not being able to manufacture plastics.
And
he solved that, and you made money out.
And he brought it back. It's very nice. Okay, now back to the Ofako. And on the more serious note, you cannot go out here pronounce it as Ofako. It's not Ako.
But how do I say it?
Aku.
Ufaku.
Thank you. Shop Noko. Ah, you got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So what message do you give to the next generations that want to start off maybe a YouTube or channel or something to give out to the Africa and the rest of them?
I think if you really want to be a YouTuber, stay true to yourself. That is the most important thing. Stay authentic, be you. I will always tell you, like, be you. That's the most important thing. Have patience. Don't rush to be like Sabinus. Sabinus have made it. Don't forget that Sabinus went through a process.
Yeah.
So pass through that process. Build yourself up. And when you get there, no one will stop
you. Yes. Thank you very much. So, this is Wode Maya, the YouTuber. He said he's not the number one. Mackenzie beat him to it, but he's still the number one. And he's getting the millions. Let me ask. Aside YouTube, what else do you do?
I do a lot of stuff.
Aside from real estate,
I do farming.
Okay, you've turned to the farming, okay.
I do real estate myself. And yeah, I am a full-time YouTuber.
Full-time YouTuber?
Full-time. Apart from YouTube, I'm still a part-time YouTuber,
Okay. And that video you made there, you are quitting YouTube. Please don't do that again. We don't like it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I won't do that again.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay. Alright, everybody, you heard it here first. Whatever Wode Maya said, you heard it here first. I am Friska Ezago, signing out with Wode Maya Akun. Thank you, Akun. And let me tell you, try out our other foods. We have Ofoha soup, and we have Ukwa. But if you try those ones, they're very nice. Ofoha. Yes, tell you nothing. You give it to you for her.
Oh, I will tell you.
It's very nice. The soup is very it's rich. It's very nice. You love it. With apple, fufu. With apple, fufu, cassava. You love it. Yes. Okay. This is us signing out on another TV. Remember, I am your girl, Priska Ezago, and this is Wode Maya. Thank you.